Good morning, candidate. You're up bright and early. It's good to see.
I just got off the train.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Hopefully the,
I'm going to...
I was gonna say, hopefully the journey was not too rough.
It was a bit hard to sleep, but I will be okay.
Okay. The other candidates will be, gathering in the commissary soon for breakfast and whatnot.
Thank you.
Yes. See you in class.
I'll see you then.
Madam,
Good morning.
is there a Talia awake?
I can go check. May I ask who's calling?
I am Assistant Director Albert Sawyer.
Director of...
Mechanics.
Alright. Have you seen Talia this morning?
Hello. I believe she is in the kitchen right now.
Alright. Which one's Talia? Shit! Who plays Talia? Help! Talia. There's someone outside to see you. The Assistant Director of Engineering or something. Starts with a D. They are dressed pretty fancy. You want to... yes. I need to do better at memorizing names. I mean, I knew who Talia was immediately, but I need to remember the name of... Alistor's character.
Excuse me, Professor?
Morning. She's still getting ready for the morning. She should be out shortly.
Very well. I will wait.
Would you like anything, something to drink while you wait? Coffee,
No.
tea, water? Okay. Well, she should be out shortly.
Captain.
Yes. Good morning, Celestia.
Morning.
Oh,
Hmm.
I thought you were giving me a go fuck off look.
No.
Oh, I see.
Hmm. Definitely not.
What are they waiting for?
Waiting for Talia. Associate director or...
Oh, she's running around in circles inside. Ran up to her room.
Yeah, she's getting dressed to, meet with the gentleman.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's why. Okay, that explains a lot then.
Yes. Do not want to come out in her pajamas to, greet them, of course.
You look sharp.
Of course. The festival's here. It's going to be hitting its apex soon, so... dignitaries and heads of households will be showing up.
I don't know any of those sort of folk anymore. It's been a while.
It has been.
Anyone you're particularly looking forward to?
Generally avoid them. It's, too much politics. Takes the focus away from what needs to be done. Exactly.
Which is our job.
Exactly.
Imagine he's just like the waters in Good morning, Morning.
Good morning.
Oh. They dress like you do.
Somewhat. They're wearing a mask. Right, more masks.
With your hair.
Morning, you two.
No, they're not wearing a mask. That was just their hair.
There we are. They found her.
Yes.
I have a unfortunate problem in the barracks. You know, people don't realize that I have big ears, so it's kind of hard not to hear things sometimes.
Yes.
But this was one of those mornings.
Anything alarming?
Oh, nothing like that. Just a conversation about my anatomy, I guess.
Your anatomy.
Oh yeah, talking about my feet.
Good morning.
Hello?
I'm on it. Load 'em up. Near a spot, or are you just parking here for now?
Strangers are not meant to go in our dormitory.
Did they go into the dormitory?
I do not know.
They're here to see Talia. If Talia has welcomed them in, then they're a guest of hers. If they cause problems, then one of us know.
Morning.
Yes.
I'm worried about my squad.
Why is that?
We had a good career. Part of group 2, we're led by Sevi. Renali and myself scout. I'm hoping that they'll keep us together. They worked well. But I don't know.
And what did you think of Sevi's leadership?
Capable. Although once more practice, I think, in terms of handling emotions. When things get serious and hard. You know, one of the things you taught us, right? Calm and collected.
Yes.
Take your time. Make smart decisions. Don't make a quick one if it'll make a mistake.
No, reacting on your emotions is an express way to get hurt.
She did that pretty well until she has a rage takes her over sometimes. It's not bad, it's just something that needs to be practiced and learned. Very capable though. I want to continue. Haven't heard my leader, but we'll find out. If they're gonna continue.
I'm not sure how Valdris plans to do assignments for this expedition, but we'll see.
They might want to mix us up too, to see how we deal with others. So who knows what's gonna happen? We'll
Of
find out
course.
very soon, I assume. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a lot more busy now. Oh, it must be the fair. Everyone's coming in?
Yes, everyone's coming for the fair. Hopefully the politics don't cause any problems.
Are you looking forward to it?
To the expedition.
To the fair?
To the fair.
Of course you're looking forward to the expedition. Even I know that much.
Well, I guess the fair does bring some variety of the food. So that's nice.
Food? Oh, really? What
Yes.
type of food are you looking forward to?
I do miss some of the pies from Vivian. Those were nice. Some of the berries they're able to get to grow out there that they can't grow here. Near here.
They're telling me about some type of fried dough thing that they make little circles out of. I should try one. Apparently it's really sweet and obnoxious. I'll hate it, but I can't wait to try it and spit it on somebody.
Of course.
Of course.
I mean, try not to spit on someone.
Oh, that's part of the fun.
Right.
Teach them a lesson. Give me food. That's all sweet. Alright, I don't see Gargulok. I'll find them later. See you at lesson today, Captain.
Yes. Don't be late.
Whoa! Not something we should do.
Hmm. Good morning, Milo. Just walking up the sidewalk, staring at each other. I should walk slower. And good morning.
Good morning.
I see it's going to be a good day.
Theodore doesn't know that. Theodore hopes.
And that's what makes it a good day. Your smiling face that comes with hope. Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Have a good day.
forget, are there benches over here or not? No. Oh yes, good. Let us sit. Can I? Yeah, I can see from here. Very nice. Okay. Wow. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of standing during the second half session, so allow me to get my rest in now. Oh no. Her squint doesn't work. Good, no one's standing in front of me watching me make faces. Oh wait. Is it... I can't do... I wish controllers weren't so damn expensive. Are you kidding me? There we go. Okay, now I need to do both hands open to be eyes closed at some point. Anyways, where were we? Spear has angel wings, yes. Oh shoot, Drea was second from the top, I say. Sure, we'll see if Drea gets back on that horse. I can't help on this one. Good old-fashioned yell name worked. I know. Once I saw Witty, my head has been that everyone gets masks just as when she gets around. No, well, of course. But the journalist having the mask annoys her. As someone who's supposed to observe and inform others of what they see, they shouldn't be wearing a mask. But, yes, my brain, Sizzle Brain, Talia and Bailey often get mixed up in my head. Just because they're both very red-natured. Bailey played by Aussie, and Talia, now I remember, played by Witty. So I'm trying to memorize names. I need to memorize names. I should probably... I wish Valve wanted to drive the VR market instead of just start it. Could have had a reduced cost with no reduction, features, index refresh, better controllers, all sorts of things by now that Valve assumed the market would provide. I agree. Because I remember the Quest SDKs had gone out. Wasn't Quest back then, I forget what they were called. But SDK 3 basically. And those seemed like hobbyist devices, DIY devices. And then the Vive, HTC Vive, the original Vive, I bought that day one. And had the wands. And then used that for the longest time. In fact, I started role-playing on that. It was about a year after I started roleplay that I got my index. It was a Christmas present. It was very nice. And that was like a year or two after the index had come out. And we are still here, sitting here waiting. No! I have no idea how long ad breaks are. Why can't I see ad breaks? I thought I had added that panel. But why can't I add stuff? Is it because I'm streaming right now? Oh no, that's the quick actions. How do I... Oh, here we go. I love that I called... Oh, here. Is it? No, it's not over here. Where is that? Oh, here we go. Add active mods. Mod action panel added. Ads manager. Boop. There we go. So we can go ahead and get rid of mod actions. And ads manager is going to go... We'll put it there. Okay, so ads start in 46. Okay, so we're out of ads. Good. Cancel changes, because I feel like I messed it up somehow. There's the promise of the Deckard. That we have not seen yet and have not gotten any news on yet, which is very disappointing. There we go. That's actually where I wanted it to be. Okay. Save layout changes. Cool. Yeah, the thing that really disappoints me is the lack of communication on hardware development. There's a bench there that you can't get to. Why is there a bench there? Lack of transparency on what's being developed, which I don't know if it's a competitive thing or not. And then I think I don't know if it's a lack of technological commitment, because I think what happens a lot is they start developing the product, and then a new type of lens gets discovered. I guess discovered is the right word. Like pancake lenses, because the Beyond has pancake lenses. So they stop and they backtrack. They take 2 steps back, 3 steps back, and incorporate or see about incorporating that technology. I guess new technology comes around. There we go. New technology comes around. OLEDs, different types of panels, all that jazz. When I wish they would just commit to something and start producing it. So, I mean, yeah, everyone's holding back. I mean, there's also the fact that the market is not there. I mean, the reason why there's a new iPad every year or every 6 months, or a new Samsung every year, is that they're selling millions of units. I don't know if they're selling millions of VR headsets combined between all the brands. And that's what it is. It's a hobby, and not a mainstream hobby. 'Cause, I mean, computer gaming is a hobby, but Fortnite is mainstream. The sporting games, ESPN sporting game, not ESPN, EA sporting games are mainstream. Like the number of units of the football game from EA that are sold is insane. Interesting. Of course, I forget Lulu's character's name. I'm bad at this. Oh, that explains that. Time to go stand by the front gate and welcome people in. There's Mira. It's a whole throng of them. They were standing here waiting. Good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Theodore.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Have a nice day.
You as well.
Yes. Goodbye, Theodore.
Hopefully nobody causes property damage.
It's a rather specific well-wishing.
It was a recurring thing in Lindell.
Wasn't.
The laptop was destroyed.
By
Yes.
candidates or... Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense then. I have seen too many buildings with braggy-sized holes in them. Some for good measure, though, at least.
Good morning.
Ready for the ritual?
Good morning. Ritual. Ah, that ritual.
Yes, the ritual. Everyone should do it.
Is that true, Theodore? Nah.
All the cool people
How,
do it.
how does it go? Fist out or... Oh, alright. How?
Yes.
Right. No. Tradition is tradition.
Morning, Theodore. Morning, instructor.
Good morning.
Candidate?
See the cool people do it. He's that cool.
I can't do it, Theodore. I would accidentally shock you, and I don't want to do that.
My skin is so insulated you cannot do anything. Good morning.
This is quite alarming.
Morning, Theodore.
Good morning.
Both hands.
Good morning, Paz.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just sick
I hope you're having a good morning, Paz.
Good morning.
You want to learn a Sylvan word?
Oh, yes, yes.
Paz, are you just waking up, or is there something wrong?
Skippity.
It means cool. You should tell.
I was taking a nap in the park
Skippity.
till a bit ago.
Mm.
Buddy, you skippity.
Foggy mind from just waking up, right?
I have to get to the classroom.
Aries, you're not
Say good
skippity.
morning. Oh no. And I came to
Simon, is that normal?
too.
It is okay.
Can't believe this.
Mostly, but
Good
it
morning.
usually doesn't last as long as this.
Everything goes well.
Trespass
Mm.
past my domain.
Usually by the time I see him, he has his wits about him.
No, I've started coming up and saying good morning to you.
Hmm.
Yeah, ever since I told you about the restrictions of my domain, yes, you have.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Well, I'm going to head in, even though there seems to be a throng of candidates missing.
Good morning. It also means that you only do it because I told you to.
I'm doing it because you asked, like a good friend.
Paz,
The classroom is up there.
should we go see Reginald?
Ah!
You, should we go to the medical wing? You seem a little more out of sorts than normal. I'm concerned.
Are you a new professor? You have a thing on your shoulder.
Yes, I've been professor, well, yes, professor for instructor for 2 years or so.
Ah. We should get to class.
Well, the students are assembling on the, in formation. In the gym. We should head there first.
Oh, the new kids. Ah, okay.
Simon, can you please stay with Paz? I'm going to look for Reginald.
Right.
Shit. I don't even remember. Ah, damn it. I'm having a Paz day. Shit. Shit. Good morning. Have you seen Reginald?
Reginald? No, Reginald did not pass me this morning.
Okay, I'll check the hospital then. Thank you, Theodore. This is going to make me miss morning assembly. So there's a chance that Reginald's always at assembly. Have you seen Reginald?
Which one are you looking for?
The medical instructor for Reinhold. Large man, mechanical arm.
Ooh, I haven't seen him out here the entire day.
Alright, thank you.
Not a problem.
I doubt anyone's up here. Hello? Is there anyone on duty? Ah. Have you seen Reginald?
Hello. I have not today.
Okay.
What's up?
Paz is seeming a bit out of sorts. I will, not knowing where he is, not remembering recent things. Sort of how he is after he wakes up, but he's been awake for a while now. I will,
Is a normal occurrence for him?
Sorry?
Like, not remembering it first? Is that a normal occurrence for him?
Yes, his brain takes a little bit to get running again. I mean, as most of us do when we wake up in the morning, but Paz is Paz. I will, I'll see if Reginald snuck by me and got onto campus. Thank you. If you see Reginald, can you please send him to campus?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
If you can't find him and you need anything, just let me know.
Yeah. Alright. Damn it. I like Paz. Hey, I remembered which way to get out of here. It's to the right. Do I have to click to leave? No. Yes, it's this way. So I did not see Celestia enter, did I? Oh, I just thought I heard a voice. Weird. I'm losing it. Have you seen Reginald? Is he at assembly?
I haven't seen Reginald. He probably is occupied dealing with some medical notes or research lately.
He's not at the hospital. Alright.
Probably.
Just concerned about Paz. Seeming a bit more out of sorts this morning, so. Alright, well, I'll,
Information. You'll be supporting me in the upcoming mission in Butler Hall.
Okay. Of course.
Very well then. We're currently having the Magibus second power out lesson inside of them. You can go in and spectate.
Okay. Thank you. We should get together and...
This is in there as well.
Okay. Go over the plan. And whatnot.
Understand.
Especially after they're put into their groups today. How's he doing? Any better?
He took a nap in the library. When he woke up, everything was normal.
Okay, perfect. Good. Thank you.
frost. They are completely immune to ice. They are resistant to water, and they are weak to fire. Additionally, they have the ability to let out breath of frost, despite the fact they don't actually have mouths. But it's the best descriptor.
Chilly little bastards.
It is not instant frostbite. However, it builds up quickly and it restricts your movement. Additionally, it will
Add it
heavily
to
frost
the
over your
installations
arms.
list.
With complex mechanical pieces will be more restricted than simple arms. It builds into joints and freezes them over. In terms of behavior, this is one of the few pods that stays at range instead of rushing forward. And will typically associate itself with the acid pods, forming into a combination. From what you know and what you can see about this pod, what are some more of its strengths? Evan.
See that the cold goes around it as well. I imagine hitting it too many times at the top instead of just killing it at the bottom would lead to your arms being frosted if it's a close range. Swords, spears, stuff like that can freeze over, especially if they have mechanical parts, then they'll get pretty messed up.
Correct. It will begin to frost over everything in contact with it. However, it is not nearly as significant as its actual breath. Ikulila. Not significantly. It is not especially more durable than any other sort of pod. It is especially
I'm gonna step closer to hear the students.
Kane.
More of a question about its general capability. Looks like it would react poorly to fire, but could be below zero, so perhaps burning it won't work. Is that true?
That more goes into its weaknesses, but yes, burning it does work. It is weak to fire and reacts poorly to it. Degree.
An answer and a question, if that is appropriate. If it is paired with an acid pod, it can disguise acid pools. A thin layer of ice.
That has been witnessed before, yes.
When it dies, does it shatter? The electric ones discharge, and the fire ones explode.
The inside of it is still flesh. It is cold, but it is not frozen. It does not shatter.
Noted.
So much as it dies like a normal pod. Agree.
If it is like the other pods, it is able to be on roofs, ceilings, walls. If you do not have someone that has a ranged capability, they can attack you with no repercussions.
Yes. Correct. Additionally, they can build up frost alcoves onto walls and stay in them. It's slightly harder to break through. However, technically, well, usually, they are only built up enough to hold them and aren't significant armor. From what you know about this, how would you deal with these pods? We'll start with Lunala.
Before answering a clarification, are they able to immediately breathe frost again after releasing it, or is there a period that they are unable to do so?
There is a period in between. It expends what mana they have, so they need to build it up again. Similar to a frost breath, despite the fact that they do not breathe.
To that end, once they have attacked with their frost, they are vulnerable. The only defense they have is the frost around their body that slows down attacks ever so slightly. But if they are able to be directed towards something that can withstand the frost, then others are able to move in without repercussion.
Yes. Typically, one thing that is especially useful for these is shields. Especially just any flat surface without mechanical parts. If it gets access to joints, especially mechanical joints, it will begin to put frost inside them. It'll heavily restrict movement. For arms with multiple combinations or multiple moving parts, it can be difficult to deal with. However, the best way to deal with these pods is like some other pods at range. If you can get it from ever getting close enough, utilizing casters and gunners, you will never have to worry about its actual breath. It's too short-ranged. Talia.
I have an answer and a question. I would imagine as long as you could, you said they're made of flesh on the inside, so as long as you could break through the ice armor that they appear to have, it should be fairly easy to take care of them, right?
Slight clarification. They do not have ice armor.
Understood.
They have normal pod hide. It's incredibly cooled and will begin to frost over any of your arms or any part of you in contact with them. But it's more similar to a fire pod, not a white pod.
Got it. And, my question.
Bring the heat close to it.
How hot does something have to get to counteract the cold?
It is a teaching aid.
Not to burn it. If I had my gun right now.
Did you want a comparison? Any normal flame can help. Anything heated in general helps. It builds up frost, but the frost itself is not magically durable. It reacts like normal frost and ice in the joints. You may find yourself more resistant to them as your joints naturally heat up.
That was the main thing my question was about. Thank you.
As long as several aren't hitting you with the frost breath at once, that will most likely overwhelm you. Isaac. Then Mira.
When it came to Vanderhall, how often were these seen? Were they seen in groups like this? regions in Vanderhall that we should expect a higher population?
Generally, if you enter an area with colder and dropping temperatures, you can expect more of them. However, typical pod numbers intermixed with all the other types. They were not especially alone. Pods are not intelligent enough to form formations. However, they do so instinctively through collecting multiple different types together. They don't use this formation intelligently, but they all attack generally around the same time and form combinations unknowingly.
My second question, since I just thought of it, these frost alcoves that you mentioned, are they usually kind of all in one spot with all the other frost pods? Or are they just kind of scattered about on the walls too? If they all kind of meet in one spot, then a fire caster would be ideal, then just detonate the whole pod collective.
I have seen both. Okay. They are both collected together in large groups and where they were spread out over an entire hallway.
Got it. No more questions.
You had a question, Mira.
Yes, roughly how quickly can someone develop a frostbite if they come into contact with them?
It typically builds exponentially. However, I would say frostbite can be induced in a normal ward in 45 seconds to a minute. It would take multiple rays of frost to actually cause any actual frostbite. However, you will most likely find yourself shaken the first time you are actually hit with it. You will feel like you're being frozen from head to toe. That is a teaching aid. That is not an actual magibeast. In case I did not make that clear, these are not magibeasts. These are not tamed magibeasts. These are simulacrums.
No such thing.
Your enthusiasm is noted.
Hey, you got two more questions there behind you. Felix and Theo.
Felix.
What is the max speed of these pods? Are they as bouncy as the rest of them?
Similar. There's no real difference.
Shit, okay. Thank you, sir.
However, they will not rush you as other pods will. They will get close enough in order to hit you with the breath, but they will stay outside as the other pods continue to rush you. If you are paying attention, it will be very easy to tell when one is getting in position to hit you. Scarlet.
An observation that I noticed, this could be a great big environment hazard when it comes to them being in large groups. They could possibly raise the floors, and if we're not careful, we could easily slip.
Yes. If their breath is faced upwards, you won't have to deal with black ice. However, in areas where they have been there for a while, or whenever their breath actually hits the floor, it will form black ice. Your footing will be impacted. Did you have a question, Theodore?
Same question as Felix, sir.
Are there any more questions? If not, turn
combination.
have never been encountered before now. There are no observations of them. There are no records of them. Until Vanderall. They are immune to water. They are resistant to fire. And they are weak to lightning.
I would have thought the opposite. I thought they'd be more conductive.
One of you demonstrate the water bolt. They have demonstrated the ability to launch a long-range, piercing projectile that can easily pierce a warded's body and has only been stopped by armor.
That's a gunner's job right there.
I would say this is one of the most dangerous pods I have ever observed.
Yeah, no kidding.
Indeed.
Additionally, they also intuitively understand their abilities, and they will also stay at ranged, at a farther ranged than the ice pods. From what you can see and what you know, what are additional strengths? Cut that out. Walter.
If they're staying at a further range, it shows that they're slightly more intelligent than the other pods.
Slightly. One thing that has been noted with Magibeasts. They do not exactly have intelligence so much as they have an intuitive understanding of their own abilities. Despite the fact that understanding they need to stay at ranged would require a higher level of intelligence, they don't show any other signs of this intelligence otherwise. Hickory.
Like with the ice pod, it is possible to have them be anywhere around us, above, below, in an alcove, wherever they're able to find a clear shot on us.
Yes. They will. That has been a staple of all pod behavior. And most likely as other pods are additionally discovered, it will continue to remain the same. Felix.
Do you know how often they can fire their bolts of water?
Similar periods to the lightning pods discharging, or the ice one's breath. It can vary pod per pod. Typically, you have at least 30 seconds.
From that, I guess one of its strengths would be that it's able to get one good clean hit in before you can react to it.
Yes, additionally. Similar to how lightning pods can get extra charged from being around easy sources of lightning or electricity. It can be theorized.
It's just an illusion. You are fine.
Be enhanced if they find water.
Yeah.
Or if they're around water. It makes it easier for them, and they'll most likely be able to fire faster.
It is good to be cautious, though.
there are lightning pods near you, they don't have to hit you to threaten you. If they coat the ground in sync with a discharge, an entire group could be damaged.
Yes. Luckily, the amount of water that they actually use for their bolt is not enough to leave significant patches of water on the floor. It has far more piercing power than mass. It is still moving very quickly and with a lot of force. However, if you are coated with water, you will need to be more careful if there are lightning pods nearby. However, that will also be rare. Remember, these pods are weak to lightning. Other pods may kill them by accident, if you're lucky. Mal. Sometimes. Other times, they just ignore it. Typically, it depends on whatever has their attention on the time. If you are present enough for them to notice you, they will most likely prioritize you. They do not have enough intelligence to work that kind of formation or strategy. Most likely what you will have to worry about is bolts of water coming through the footings where you can't see, where they may just be firing blindly. Celestia.
Question, can they shoot through clouds of poison? And like, poison us that way?
Yes.
My job to shoot them
to
then?
actually stop their bolt. Yes. But that goes into weaknesses and strategy. Their bolt will continue through all clouds. Going through a patch of flames may diminish its power, but it will not put it out.
Good. Good to know.
From what you know, how would you deal with this pod? Scout.
Shock it from a distance?
Ideally, yes. Implementing that strategy is the harder part. Theodore.
Tanks forward, shields up, charge 'em.
Yes. This is yet again another Magibeast, where shields are especially useful. Professor Dusk.
Rush down tactics. Specialists who can get in the back line and flank, and or fighters with agility. Close the distance.
Yes. Additionally,
my thoughts.
If you can get them to not paying attention to your main force, A single specialist that can get them looking for an enemy near them instead of focusing on people who cannot protect themselves from a long-range piercing bolt can be especially useful.
Since their shots are only able to fire in a straight line, utilizing areas that have natural cover or otherwise break their line of sight so they cannot get a proper angle on anybody.
Yes. If they cannot hit you, they are basically a normal pod. If they don't know where you are due to cover or line of sight, you are much safer. Mira.
Gunner should provide suppressive fire. Try to keep their attention if a specialist is not available. Keep them busy.
Yes. If you can keep them from focusing, we'll say, then they cannot fire at you. If they cannot fire at you, they can't put a bolt directly through you. As gunners, when facing these, do not completely zone out the world. You will turn it into a sniper versus sniper battle. And there may be one you don't see that is currently firing a bolt toward you while you are attempting to deal with another one. Turn into a jaw shark.
You know, I hope it's not what I think it is. I mean, pucker my lips.
The suspense is terrifying.
Oh, wow.
Give it a second. Simulacrum is struggling.
It's from water. Great, more water. I'm so excited. Alex, predator of the water, apparently.
Thank you. Yeah, the music is very fitting today. Especially, oh my god, I fucking hate it.
Please ask me a question.
I was just going to add something on to what we were discussing before if the water pods are going to be shooting through any type of frost, it will turn into icicles and be even more deadly.
Yes. Additionally, that will lodge inside of you and shatter.
Okay, that one's the worst. The last batch of beasties were bad, but this might be the fucking worst one yet.
This is a low C class. Its entire body is armor.
Oh, fuck that. Hey, you know how you did that thing with your gun where you
Its
stuck it in
jaw
his mouth?
crush force is stronger than the Terra Shriekers. And so far, the only material see and what you know. What are its strengths? Isaac.
Definitely at speed, which means it can rush down a squad very quickly. If they're not prepared for it, someone's losing a limb, if not their life. Then they're probably out of there as quick as they came.
Yes. Typically, they will rush, latch onto their jaws, and drag you with it as it attempts to completely bite through you, taking you out of your formation. Evan.
The head additionally looks completely armored, so trying to dissuade it at all using any type of weapon. I don't even know if ranged would work directly on the head. Most of it seems like it would either bounce off or not really work in redirecting it, depending on its speed.
Yes, unless you have significant mass to your arms, redirecting it during a rush is difficult. Lunale.
Based off the movements it did earlier, it also can serve as an ambush predator, as it can perform dives and hide somewhere out of sight, even below the surface.
Yes. Almost as if in an aquatic environment. They can float behind anything or in any alcove. Typically, just waiting. Sometimes some of them are more active and will just simply roam, looking for something to eat.
I know you said this thing was armored, but just to get it out of the way, the underside seems different in what it's made out of. Is that also armored? Does it have pod rolls?
It is also armored.
Lovely.
It is less armored than its harder outer shell.
Good. And do you think high impact forms of elements will be good enough to smash through the armor, like Earth potentially?
High impact is a good way to deal with this, yes. However, the best element is lightning.
Yeah, it's lightning, I know.
Degree.
Yeah, fuck you too, whore. Yeah, come on, try it. Yeah, try it.
I wonder if its eyes would be a good target.
Okay, no, too close, too close, too close, too close.
Sensory
No,
reactions.
no, no, no.
Quiet. Typically, its behavior is that it will rush through. If it fails, it will continue, gain distance, reorient, and rush again. So that it can build up speed. That is the limit of its intelligence. However, it will just simply rush directly into your formation with significant force. Scarlet.
If you were to be grabbed by one of these things, would going for the eyes be your best bet?
The eyes and the jaw are also weak points. The inside of its mouth is not armored. Equalize.
Are we on to talking about weaknesses or no?
Gain speed. Ice slow down. Make useless.
Somewhat. It is is not actually flying so much as it is just levitating. It cannot be able to move, and still be able to move in the air.
She is so ready to bolt out of its way.
There are 3 weak points. Freeze. The eyes, the inside of the mouth, and the flesh exposed here.
Between the plates.
However, in order to access any of these points, move over to Isaac.
Oh, I see. Right behind that.
Does the underside work too?
The underside is not as exposed.
I already asked that, Theo. Listen up.
Excuse me.
Pull it open so I can fucking put my gun in its mouth.
That's what I was thinking.
Or
Keeping its jaw clamped. Keeping its jaw clamped is much easier than prying it open. However, both are possible.
Sure, just stab it as it goes past you.
Additionally, do not expect cover to keep it from being able to get you. It can burst through walls or simply eat through them. Okay.
What's the expected turning speed of these? Can they turn on a credit, or is it once they're going forward, that's sort of where they're going?
They typically rush forward, and they'll gain distance before attempting to turn around.
So luring them into a wall, for instance, stun them for a moment. If they can't turn it effectively,
If you can get them to impact the wall, it may stun them for a single moment. However, their eyesight is not especially bad, and they may just end their rush early and turn. Scarlet and Scout.
I noticed that their scales are in folds. Is it possible to get armory beneath the folds?
While theoretically possible, it's incredibly difficult and it's never been done.
Ah.
Axel.
Scout was next.
Not quickly. For the vast majority of casters, even experienced casters, it usually requires multiple casts. Attempting to kill them in one blow is very difficult. Mira.
I noticed they seem to have a set of nostrils. Do they have a offensive smell, one that we could abuse?
Possible. As far as I know, it's never been tried.
Might be worth a
They
shot.
typically use that as a sensing organ for expulsions of mana, along with blood. Scout.
So, I know you said they're very well armored. Would rounds from, like, say, a sniper or the piercing impact of a pick or a drill possibly get through?
In terms of arms, armored piercing is the best way to deal with them, ignoring all other magics.
lightning armor piercing.
It is somewhat blended together, but we will go ahead and move to the next section. How would you respond to this as a squad? Felix.
Question first. You said they have immense bite strength. What about the opposite?
I did state that earlier. It is much easier to keep their jaw closed than to stop it from closing.
I suppose if you have one of your tanks, you're able to grab it out of the air, keep it closed.
Yes, if you can. The vast majority of them, unless you weigh a significant amount, will just drag you with it as you are clenching its jaw closed. Agree.
One tactic to use would to be particularly mindful of those, at least one member, constantly clocking if one is in the area and calling out if it is about to charge, at which point the group should part but come back together as soon as it passes, in case there are other enemies about to capitalize on it.
Yes. The vast majority of the wardens that die to a jaw shark did not know it was there or on the battlefield at all. But that strategy would work. The name was specifically chosen so that you knew what you were dealing with and where to focus. Its weakness and its strongest implement. Now that we are in C classes, strategies for dealing with Magibeast now require multiple classes working together in combinations. The typical strategy is to combine both a tank and a caster. Something that it can accept its hits and the ability to actually damage it. There are exceptions to this, such as if you have lightning in large amounts, or if you have armor piercing. It will make it easier. Turn into a greater frost fang.
Greater? Did he say greater?
There's a second stage.
There's a greater?
All Magibeasts evolve.
Welcome back. You have already faced this. What you have not faced are the lesser variants. Typically, this Magibeast is not actually alone. They have packs of lesser Frostfangs. They're much easier to deal with, but they will come in numbers. You have all already faced this. Tell me its strengths. Mal. first level. Its ice will build up. It can stay at this, or it can go to further levels. Apply the second level of ice armor. Apply the third level. This is the full Frostfang. Walter. They are. Additionally, they are armored. That armor has multiple weaknesses, which I will get into. Axel. Yes. It is resistant to ice and water, and it is also additionally weak to fire and lightning.
Yes, along with the added weight of the ice on it. I don't know if I can sustain this form.
It has multiple abilities with its ice, as you can see. Additionally, I believe you already have faced this in the keep. Enrage. Its aggression is heightened, and it loses a sense of pain. It will simply keep attacking.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the way it dashed.
From what you know, tell me its weaknesses. Axel. Yes. It is possible to keep it from going to the later ice stages if you can build up or break its ice buildup before it has reached another level. Ideally, when facing these, you can keep it from ever reaching its max level.
Andrea is unimpressed that they have faced this, but don't know its weaknesses.
directly under the forelegs and the hind legs where they meet the torso. That has to stay supple for movement. Slashing or piercing can affect its speed, or perhaps its accuracy with the slashes.
Yes. It still requires the ability to move, which means it is also still possible to restrict its movement. The underside of its body is much, much less armored. If it gets to its max level, it is easier to access these points. However, it is also far more dangerous to get that close. Additionally, the inside of its mouth and its eyes, along with the insides of its ears, are still weak.
In Lindell, in the simulation, their final exam, basically.
Bailey.
What about the bottoms of its feet and hands? Because, I mean, if it's got to have, like, those icy claws, then, you know, it might need to have, like, little pads to, I don't know, we might want to do or something.
The actual hide of its feet and, yes, pads is still thick. It's weaker than the armor on the rest of its body, but it is still significant.
Right.
Are you asking if you can kill it through its toe beans?
You can actively predict its actions based on what stage it is in and if it's enraged.
Yes. That is the foremost advantage we have as Wardens, is the ability to predict our enemies. Which is why the ability to understand how your enemy fights is one of the most important skills that you can obtain, which you can then apply to creating tactics and ways to get all of you out alive. Walter.
As it begins to build up, ice armor becomes a lot more top heavy, which means you're able to knock it off balance a lot more.
Yes. Yes, it does. Additionally, when you successfully knock it over, lose the ice armor. There's a brief moment where it does not know what to do. It will simply flail after it has lost its ice armor. That is a significant weak period and should be capitalized on. You had a question, Uriel.
Just answered, sir. My question was going to be, can the armor be taken off?
Yes. One of the best strategies for dealing with the Greater Frostfang is to have gunners actively remove its ice as it builds it. It is harder to target than you would think. Marcus.
Do you think predicting its dashes with a rock wall or rock formations for it to smash into would be a good way to get rid of its ice armor?
It will.
Beautiful.
It does not deal with forward impacts well. One of them ran into me and lost its ice armor.
Sounds about right.
Braggy the wall.
The Greater Frostfang is a mid-class C. If focus. However, it can also be overwhelmed with significant noise. This can disorient it.
Oh, you're gonna be so good for your team. Just start yelling out like, fuck you, bitch.
Instead of a cop.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah, you can win.
If there are no more questions, turn into an undying drake.
The fucking what?
These names are just so good.
Undying? Undying. Why is there so many
No.
weird little what is that?
Ew.
This is not. It is not an undying drake. The first word is undying, as in a water spirit.
Oh, okay.
Typically, they're mostly just called drakes.
It's like a worm. Looks like it's got four vaginas.
Unlike the jaw shark, this is not levitating. It is actually flying through the air and can be brought down. It is not armored, however, it is swift and erratic, and it is hard to hit. It is completely immune to water, and it is resistant to dark. Its foremost ability. There is a poison building up along the outer sides of its body that will decay both skin and metal. It decays anything but magisteel that comes in contact with it.
It's not good.
Its typical behavior is to sideswipe and apply the poison alongside its body directly against you and then drag it across you as it continues to hit others. It won't attack directly, but instead try and actually slide past you and hit as many as it can. Typically, it is more of a guardian magibeast and can be found around nests of pods where it protects them. If you encounter a large group of pods or anything resembling a nest, stay aware. It may be above you.
God, look at this thing. It just keeps going.
It can also get larger than this.
What?
You're kidding.
Yeah, that makes sense.
From what you know. I would say 1 to a quarter extra of its current size.
Substantial.
From what you can see and what you know, tell me its additional strengths. Hickory. Yes, correct. If you are facing one of these, you will also be facing pods, and potentially other D-class. You will very rarely fight one of these purely alone. However, it does completely fight alone. It does not coordinate with any other magibeasts. It is simply around the pods. Hickory.
Its length and flexibility means even if you have magisteel gauntlets, to grapple it would be ineffective at best and sabotage to your own team at worst. will thrash.
Yes. Uriel.
If I had to guess, just like the last levitator, without any type of wings, it's kind of hard to take it down. And I'd assume it'd be able to carry you off if you were to latch onto it.
It can. It can. Restricting its movement is difficult. Restricting its movement is difficult. However, it is still possible.
Something that I noticed, since they're a little bit more slim, they're probably able to hide in nooks and crannies a bit easier. Things like cave roofs and such. Especially when they're not glowing, they might be hard to see.
Typically, yes. Some part of them will also typically be visible. They may be roaming or they may be hidden. Both have been observed. From what you know and what you can see, tell me its weaknesses.
While its height is scaled, its flexibility implies that it is thinner than other Magibeasts we have seen today. I posit it could be possible that you can use its charge against it if you have a Magisteel blade.
Yes. Yes, you can. It is not especially armored, and it can be pierced. It is possible to lodge a blade into it and drag it along its side. While its blood does not carry the same poison that builds up on the outside of it, you will also additionally collect a large amount of poison from that action. Once complete, I would heavily recommend repositioning. You may be standing in a pool. Hickory again.
A follow-up question. How long does it take for the built-up poison to disperse? As there is a active and inactive form.
It is less that it needs to actually disperse and more that it needs to be treated.
I meant the glowing and non-glowing forms. Should we treat it that the secretions are there all the time, or only when we see bright pink?
The secretions themselves only come out in significant qualities when it is pink. It is still there while it is inactive, but not in any significant quantity. Lunale.
Aside from the poison, it doesn't have any other means of attacking, correct?
It still has a jaw. However, poison is its foremost weapon.
Meaning it can't do anything to you from afar.
No. It does not have any ranged capability. Ukulele.
Water, dilute, wash off poison, or make worse.
Water does help dilute it. However, the best material for treating with its poison is, oddly enough, salt.
Don't forget to go to the kitchen before we go, guys.
Know what I'm bringing?
However, that is much less effective than having a light-based healer. The poison is dark mana.
Oh, there it is. There's the resistance. Okay, makes sense now.
It is in fact a magical poison. Mira.
Given the way it attacks, its best means of hitting you is by bringing its face close to you, leaving it open to attack when it does so. It has a lot of sensitive whiskers and fins, along with its eyes.
Yes. Yes, it does. It is, even while not armored, it is still durable. Getting in good hits like that will not save you from not being poisoned. It will continue with its sideswipe, even while in pain. Scarlet.
A question and an observation. How well is its eyesight?
I would say its eyesight is not especially good or bad. Equivalent to yours.
Understood. If I'm
However,
observing it correctly. I'm sorry.
no, keep going. I pause when I speak.
If I'm observing it correctly, possibly getting the ability to take off its antennas or its whiskers would help with getting it confused and being unable to move around as freely. Much like how
Yes.
cats are with their whiskers are.
It primarily uses its antenna for sensing mana. Once you get to a significant level of Magibeast class, all of them will have some form of sensing mana. This is primarily how they hunt. Sight is secondary to them. Evan. best tactic would be to plant it into the ground and brace. It is moving with significant force. If you do that, you can engage in the strategy that Diggory was suggesting, of having it rip itself apart against your blade. You have a question, Isaac?
I do, but you may have answered it indirectly. When they're charging you for wind users, could a concentrated burst of wind redirect it enough to evade an attack, at least for someone else? In this case being Diggory or Uriel's wind. Since mine is more directed.
Yes.
Okay.
It is possible. However, it is also controlling its flight path the entire time. It will respond to it and simply go back to its original flight. It is very difficult to knock it off path and keep it off path.
Understood.
It will attempt to recover and simply go for the nearest person. At this level of Magibeast, High Class C and above, it no longer becomes which class is best treated against them. Instead, it goes into two things: specific combinations of classes, and also the combination of elements in classes, or specific types of arms weapons. For this Magibeast, every single class is required. The only type of Warden that has a significant advantage for the entire squad of dealing with this is a light-based healer. They will have a much easier time at counteracting its poisons, which can keep all of the other classes up to deal with the Magibeast. If there are no more questions, this lesson is concluded. You are all dismissed.
Thank you, Bragi. Good one.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, sparkly lizards.
To write down notes for Leon. My handwriting sucks though.
I have to sit right down
That
notes
one's for
for
you.
you. Call
No,
it
that's
this
gonna be my
August.
job.
Are we gonna try to meet up to talk
Sun hands.
I'd like to. I want to know what everybody can really do.
I don't know what I was thinking.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm not very dexterous.
Other
By the way,
candidates?
Kate, did you notice that your team is like dark team galore?
Yeah, I noticed that.
All of you? If you do not mind, moment of your time.
Think of that.
I don't mind.
For one, it's wonderful to see you all again. But mainly I'd like to ask and update the candidate roster, especially with the new teams and new team makeups. So, over the course of this week, come see me, and I'll put together the roster again and update the bestiary as well with everything we've learned today.
Nice.
Sound good?
He's such a champion.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Captain.
Been back
And
for a few
on the
hours.
further
Right back
notes,
in the thick of it.
squads decide your captains, probably sooner rather than later.
When you're finished here, come
And
to
then
my
we can all
office.
decide a warden general after that. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
I think we already have Warden General.
If you like, I will do it again. I want to make sure
You're
everyone
not
has the
getting a
opportunity,
choice.
though, you know?
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, my
You're not getting a choice, buddy.
You're all so kind.
Kindness, eh?
All right.
That's the point of it.
Is that all clear?
Yes, Captain.
Yes, sir.
We've all just stayed
Wonderful.
steady
Yes, sir.
about all this.
That.
Anything Fortis related, please come in, alright?
Awesome.
A lot of work to be done, huh?
Dark seems interesting, but
Maybe.
looking forward to it.
You have a lot of fire in.
I did the test today.
Did you die?
We should meet up there. Yeah, we have two ice.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't think
Let's
so.
just go.
Do we have a highest diverse team?
could channel mana into it and it repeated the spell without my arms involved at all. It worked once before crumbling, but it is a spell charge.
Indeed. And the new pod type. Interesting.
They are very troublesome. Maybe they're not move fast. During the scout mission to Vanderhall, we faced them, but I wanted to make sure. So, while Baldrus and bragging, head back to the situation of the Forgebreaker at the stable and try to tear down as many of their nests as possible. Surprising to me, and unfortunately, the information for you and
we can set this up, Marcus. Could we do it out there?
the situation that's happened over there, some of the pots are swapping from one element to another.
Maybe out in the...
Adapting to the environment.
It's not like it's anything private.
Correct.
Are we... Hi, are we getting...
That is worrisome.
Let us hope there are not any further evolutions that we do not have knowledge of.
Yes.
Let me get the Hayden team this way, please and thank you.
I will go to Michael.
Head out of here and go to the Harbor District, you know, somewhere more in town, too. But, groups. Let's see. That's a good idea.
Yes.
I assume they were...
AI and Dusk have formed teams.
Surely assigned in Lindell, yes.
I'm gonna go switch out and then I'll meet you there. You said the harbor, right?
Mm.
Understood.
I think I'll tag along with you.
Let's go to the harbor.
Have fun out there.
It's actually not because of Celestia, it's actually because I hated him. Totally put the vest on first, I promise. I don't think I need gloves. Yeah, I'm not gonna need gloves. That's right, that completely resets everything, yeah. Mask, gloves. Alright. Off to the Harbor District.
So they remember a lot of them are water resistant.
I'm support, but I don't do like Healy support. I'm a buff.
That's fine. We made that clear early on. Not every support has to be like medical support.
I know. I just making sure.
Shot by a shotgun, but you know.
I'll help you get familiar with Talia's limbs if you want to help me fix those.
Probably, yeah.
I'm sure she's gonna be in the thick of it, knowing her.
If you guys wouldn't mind, I'd love to take a look at each of your arms so I can get a feel of their schematics and their uses so that I can fix them on the fly if anything fucks up, breaks, messes up.
Alright.
Okay.
Sure you're a bit after this.
Other than that,
Is this all of us, or is this Talia?
Walter's not here.
No, Talia and Sevi.
Did we have another one get named off?
Artemis, but they haven't been.
Artemis. Yeah.
Artemis.
Okay.
So I guess the question is, who
Do we
wants
know
to
what
be
role
leader?
Artemis is?
Not sure. Get into that later.
Hello.
Hello.
Who?
I have a cognito hazard place in front of you all. Check it out. I'm in the house, like carpet. Repeat it in your head. Say it to your friends. Thank you.
All right.
What?
Excellent. Yes.
Okay.
What did you just say?
But yeah, who actually wants to be leader? I don't, for the record. I'm good.
I vote Marcus.
God damn it.
I guess the question is.
I will not say no to it. I will not vote for myself, but I will not say no to it if I have to.
I know
anyone
I'm
else want it?
primarily going to
experience
be.
with it now.
I know the ideal situation. Typically, a leader will have eyes on everything. Therefore, will be further back.
I am a specialist.
I'm gonna be too up front, hitting everything to be able to see everything.
I will more than likely be somewhere in the middle. Shotgun's great for some range, but you know, not unlimited. In which case, if I am gonna do this, I'm not jumping ahead of anything, but if we do, I have an idea for who my second would be, which I will keep that tradition up.
I mean, it sounds like we're kind of decided.
Marcus most experienced.
Yeah, you got volunteered.
Tower
Good job.
mission.
Yeah, you can stun the degrader thing with your voice, right?
Yeah,
You do
I
yell
guess
the
so.
loudest.
I do yell pretty loud. I can ask the twins too if they have that working mobile speaker if I need it, but I think my voice might be enough on its own. Okay, well, that's decided then. Well, if you guys are gonna decide for me on that, I'm gonna decide that you're my second, Big Roo.
Good job, Maria. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Are you
great.
Are you okay?
Is this tears of joy or happiness? Sadness? I don't.
Oh, you know. Anyways.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. I'll accept. I'll make sure to keep an eye on everyone, and
I know you will.
hopefully. I guess you should talk about what we're able to do, or what we're trying to get going before we get to Vanderhall, right?
Yeah. Just a reminder of
we can.
our arms and our powers.
We can either go back to the academy and show them off to each other, go to the ruins, or go over there to the docks and just throw them out the ocean.
Throw what?
I don't have it.
What are we
with me.
throwing at the
We can
ocean?
just describe it. We don't have to
Our
use it.
abilities.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it's just a quick run in, run out.
Just a demonstration.
Okay.
You can right now, unless you don't have your gear with you, which is fine.
Yeah.
I can show you in a bit later after, Rich. If not, I can go right now.
If you want to go grab your stuff, go for it.
real quick.
Yeah, go.
Come on, Celestia. Grab.
I don't have my stuff.
And all, but
She doesn't make
have her.
before you get it.
Yeah, I'm still working on it.
We'll get it.
Stars are difficult.
We got time. Don't worry about it. We got time.
Yeah.
Just if we can do it in the here and now, people who want to do
I
it, we can do it,
will.
you know?
now that I know that I'm all powerful, thanks to the lightning, I'm gonna kill all of those beasties that have gotten D2.
Both being lightning is gonna be pretty fucking helpful.
I'm lightning.
I just
too.
shoot it all.
Lightning and Pearson, yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna drill the fuck out of them, I'm gonna shoot holes through
I'm
them.
just gonna assume that your drill can armor pierce, so we've got some options.
It started poking through the crab, so I think so.
Well then, answers that.
I'll need to bring some like replacement drill heads though, just in case it cracks.
Oh, what are gonna shoot it out over the docks?
It won't crack. I can guarantee
Sharpen
that.
them. Rather not have to sharpen on the go.
Captain,
Astia?
you look sharp.
Oh, you too.
Yes, the festival is here.
Oh, look at that. You just look like Professor Hayden.
All sharp and classy.
Antithesis of my colors.
Actually, you two look like kind of the opposite. You're inverted from each other.
Correct.
Oh,
I guess that's true, yes. It's actually quite literally true. Mm. How did they do in the simulation?
Here comes Lazarus.
Is that a bad thing?
Depends. What are your intentions?
None.
Same answer.
Now, Baldur's might be busy at the academy.
Yes.
That's fine. Do you have someone else I can speak with?
What is it?
Work as well.
Yes, I'm available.
To put this simply, our dear friend Shiloh has mentioned hoping to assist with medical procedures when it comes to our wardens and warden candidates. And seeing as technically they don't fall under my jurisdiction and more Valdris than your guys's, I thought I'd put in a good word since they already know some things that most people don't tend to.
I see.
Might not hurt for her to have some extra knowledge when it comes to assisting with interesting conditions, as we wardens tend to have.
Of course. I'll let Valdris know, and also loop in Reginald.
Thank you.
Actually, already
That is all I
concerned.
ask.
What's that?
Actually, it's already concerned. We are gonna keep doing some extra reinforcing on the practical lessons, both medical, engineering, and the sorts.
She mentioned something of that. I think I'm saying things. She mentioned that she's already seen some things that are a bit more non-disclosure. And with this, she asked if she could potentially study to further understand our conditions. Which then I said, warden side I could give some of them, but obviously not everything, and candidate side I technically don't have the authorization to give. That would be more of your guys' field. So I said I'd put in a word for her. Recommend. They're very good at what they do.
Yes. I'll check with Reginald. I'll see what can be shared with the hospital, because, I mean, he's usually over there. And then,
Thank you.
next time the gym is probably a better idea, yes.
I always love the learning process when it comes to these things.
Yes. This class has been doing surprisingly well. I don't think we've lost any appendages yet, have we?
Just lucky that many of them haven't lost any limbs by the end.
Yes. Quite the record.
Indeed.
Getting through orientation without losing anyone. And... Yes.
I've been trying to learn this quite a bit, but it's gonna take a lot of me. I haven't got it yet. I remember.
Did you not have that engraved yet? Or
Heavily suggested.
Trying to encode the healing for now with the way my healing works. Since none of you are hurt, it won't really work, but I basically need to point at your chest and then I'm gonna shoot you with lightning.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Do you have something in mind?
Basically, your internals are...
like standing down here.
The best way to describe it is like rapid regeneration.
Well, I meant your training. You said, does it have to be done by the water, or do you need that?
No, I just don't want to be by the water.
Right now they're doing a show and tell, mostly about their abilities. The individuals right here will be on my squad during the Wanderhall mission. There will be my squad.
They were divided today.
Correct.
I see.
Good idea.
Damn, I guess I missed the assignment, so shit.
It's a mess. It's the best way for it to spread. Ideally, but it doesn't have to be.
Doesn't hurt too bad.
Well, okay, but does the lightning
It's pointed at people. It's pointed to the ground.
Oh, jeez.
Okay,
Well, to be fair, you were taller.
act like normal lightning. Will it short electronics that it comes in contact with when you're doing the healing thing?
That's a good question. Didn't try that yet.
We should. That's important to try.
I think it should be fine because I've been theoretically this should work on forges. I haven't tried it yet, but I don't know about electronics as per se.
Well, if it works on forges, probably okay.
Oh, alright.
That means it's not. It's controlling when it's
Instructor
theoretically.
Hayden,
Test that like soon.
Ikulala, have
Especially if you're gonna be
question.
like someone like Talia.
Saying now we're
Because you don't want to short out her legs,
each other what we can do.
and then suddenly she's dead in the water.
Also, I may have been voluntold to be captain again.
Not in the water. So we should probably test that, like, soon. Very soon.
Like today's shoot.
Probably, yeah. I would offer it, but that kind of... I don't think that would be wise. Talia, though? We need to test something. It doesn't have to be you, but we have to test it on somebody. We need to test that his healing...
just exploded.
They're little. No, do not shoot them while they're little like that, please.
We all paused when we saw the gems come up.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
Hey, Iku!
You two got this. You two got this.
Get him out of there.
There's water. Get a bucket or something.
I just can't spawn buckets.
Iku, any chance you can deal with that?
Good thing we have.
It appears to have worked its way out.
Yeah, luckily we're by water.
Yes. Let's bring them to the medical ward.
Yeah. Do not wait. Go to the medical area.
Yes. I'll go run ahead and see if there's anyone available. Yes.
We do like to blow up a lot, don't we?
Candidates. Close enough. Of course not. That's right, Osiris is not here. Fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. Great. Yeah, I'm assuming they went for the hospital. Shit. See, I don't know.
Lives up to its name.
Not as good as August, though.
Argesians. Has a group of candidates come running by yet?
What was the question?
Has a group of candidates, warding candidates, come running by yet?
No, I don't think so.
They might be here shortly. There might be possible burn wounds. Someone exploded. The one that changes size, yes. I'll go see where they are. But they should be along their way very soon.
Fiery colors?
Yes, wings. Yes. Yes.
Hi! Who wants to go treat a medical burn?
Are they not bringing them here?
Okay.
Are they not bringing them here?
No.
The second drawer.
Wasn't sure if anyone was
I'm
here.
waiting for Nina.
I'll go grab them.
She's gonna grab the ointment that we got prepared from previous burns.
Perfect. Okay.
Are you going to the school or are we going here?
They're going there. Come on.
Here you go.
Wonderful. Alright. Cool.
Got the box. I'm still here.
To the Harbor District.
I know sometimes I'm a little too fast for my own good, and I'll look like I go through one of the hallways through the archways, and then I'll disappear somewhere else. I promise I'm here for right now.
Well, Shiloh, you might
I don't know what's going on.
special at disappearing hats.
I think the principal will have a different sort of
In like the good way?
No.
Evan.
Hold on. No, they're in the medical bay in the school.
Wait.
Of course. You'll need me there. I'll keep an eye on Shiloh.
Alright. We got Shiloh. If it's really bad, we can take him to the hospital.
I'm going to do my healing on you.
Kane.
It's going to feel numb at first.
Yes. Hi.
And then it'll start to.
In the future, if they're not a candidate or staff, they need someone on staff with them. Speaking of Shiloh. Especially running past Valdris. Yes. Everything's fine though.
I have bandages, I haven't put them on yet. I was about to before Sevi got here.
Just
do you have which
bit
salve
of
you
extra.
used?
It's burn salve. It's the jelly. You leave it on and then you wipe it off.
Okay. No, you used the right one. You're good. You're doing fine. Go ahead. Just make sure you're doing all right. Just keep it as a god, honestly. Were you able to make sure that no other parts of clothing are stuck to their skin at all?
I think there is some on his chest, but he's face down. I don't want to lift him. That's
I got
make
that.
it worse.
I'm going to slowly lift you up.
Yeah, there's some on his chest.
I'm going to help.
When you peel it away from the skin, you're going to want to do it very carefully. There's no real way to not hurt them a little bit when you do it, but you want to do it very
to
slow
slowly
and very
start
careful.
taking off your jacket.
As long as none of the blisters break, should be okay.
Yeah.
Then
If there are... Here, I'll get this out with the jelly.
go ahead.
Should cool it down.
Is it all over your body?
Just
It is
as
less significant where the clothes were. Okay.
I trust you. Someone's gonna do it for the walls.
To go down.
Would have noticed
to
that
where
his
your
wings specifically felt fairly warm, though. But they don't seem significantly injured.
I did put a little bit around the base where his wings come out of his back.
That is good.
Hopefully that helps.
Your car's still in your hand. Is the core generating any heat?
Probably some. Did it just explode? His hand, where the core is probably the worst damage.
I'm going to slowly pry your fingers off the core. Take it out.
Ooh.
Okay. Hold this core for me.
Yeah, I got
I'm gonna take some of the jelly. I'm going to apply it on.
When you go to wrap the bandages, even more so than normal, try to make sure you don't make them too tight. You want them tight enough that they're not going to get loose and move around on the skin, but you really don't want to put too much pressure. You want that jelly to have a good barrier between the cloth and skin.
Can you pass me the bandages?
Yeah. I have to make them really smaller.
I'm going to slowly start bandaging your hand. I numbed his body so he won't be too much in pain for a little bit.
I remember
also,
talking about he was going to test something with his core. Could have been what happened.
maybe.
I'm not exactly sure what though.
It seems like it exploded on him. His hand is the worst where it is, so. That's where.
He was trying to put runes in.
Maybe. I know that sometimes runes tend to backfire, but I know that they are very strong-willed.
Let me see the core.
Okay.
And then I'm going to finish bandaging your arm.
Rubo, are there any runes engraved on it?
There are no runes.
I would say for when he's awake, at least for a little bit, it might not be a good idea for him to change size. I don't know exactly how his body handles changing size, so it might be best for him to stay the size he is for at least a little while.
I'm going to pick him up again, and I'm gonna flip him over so that their wings can air out.
He's not started encoding his rune yet, so
Okay. Must have just.
whatever they were practicing was not very channeled.
Yeah.
I heard they can be a little temperamental horse. Maybe that's something that happened with his.
That's not exactly how it works, but with everything combined, yes, it can be rather volatile at times, especially when candidates are first learning how to utilize it.
Maybe it was an innate thing, or maybe just pure, what was the thing that you told us? Or we can do them, but it will take away from us?
Yes, if they focused intently and channeled too much, yes, it could have pulled from more than just their stamina. But this seems more of a concussion and burns than...
Should we check for concussion?
What? No. No.
Can't really check for concussion when they're unconscious.
Well, I mean, like opening the eyes a little bit and just see if it's bad.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Well,
With the eyes, yeah. It's not like 100% a telltale sign, but it's a good way to.
is it worth the risk rolling them over again?
I'm not too sure.
I'm asking Shiloh, the medical professional.
Overthink it.
It's also good for them to discuss and make choices on their own too. You're to make sure they will be okay, but I want them to get this experience. They're gonna need it.
I see.
Then I will do just that.
You're captain.
And
be very careful
by
when you're
group
moving.
standards now too. I'm gonna flip you over again. I'm sorry, Ribbon. I'm gonna flip you over again, just to check your eyes, and then I'm gonna flip you back over, buddy. Is there any tales of concussion?
No.
He seemed fine to me. No tales of a concussion. Flip him back over.
And they're breathing and they have a regular heartbeat.
I'm checking. How's his heartbeat?
Heartbeat seems a little tiny bit fast, but not like severely.
A little elevated. Probably could just be.
Might just be the adrenaline.
Elevated is good. If he had pulled too much, then...
It's better than too low.
Exactly. That would be what happens if you pull too much. Ryu, are you going to be able to keep their core safe, or do you want me to put them in lockup?
I have their core.
Will you keep it safe, or do you want me to put it in lockup?
I'll keep it safe.
Alright.
I mean, we gotta get used to this kind of thing. It happens.
In Reginald's absence,
Tiny.
you've been very useful.
I honestly didn't have to do anything. They got this on their own.
Good job.
I just wanted to make sure.
Thank you, Star. I'm sure they'll be awake soon enough. But for now, let us probably give them some space to rest, yes?
Okay.
We've done everything we could. I would suggest putting the core safely. Will you keep it safe?
Either on one of you or it's in lockup. It's not going to get set in a drawer somewhere.
Oh.
Ow.
That solves that problem.
What happened?
You had a little accident. What was the last thing you remembered?
Ear. Ow.
Try not to move your arms or your one hand too much right now.
Your core exploded on you. You know how that happened?
Probably. It hadn't gotten it to work for me yet.
I have your core right here. It seems to have cooled down a little bit. You want to take it back? Oh. Okay. Just be careful if you're getting up.
Sorry, everything went black for like. I'm good.
You're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how your body handles or what it does when you shift sizes, so I'd actually recommend staying the size you are for a little bit.
I don't think I
feel
can
it.
get big for a bit.
Okay.
You can rest. If I'm injured bad, I can't be big. This is my normal size.
I'm working on that now, so...
Would you like me to take you back to the dorm, or would you like to stay here for the night?
I do not want to stay here.
Then I will take you back home, okay?
I would take the burn gel and the bandages with you guys. If it starts becoming intense in the pain later, you might want some more.
Yeah, I also have my numbing healing, so that would be good.
Before you go, Avery, is there a reason why you have not started encoding your core?
Because I wasn't attuned yet. I don't know if I am yet or not. It doesn't like me.
Sounds like you're getting there.
When you are better, you've gone through the attunement process, yes?
Yeah.
Alright. Maybe it'll just take some more time for you to get fully attuned with your core then. But if you don't see much progress in a week, come see me.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other further need of me? If not, I should probably get...
No, you're good. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you for your consultation.
Alright, Avery, let's get you back home.
Rue, do you wish to be called Star?
Yes, it's what everybody else calls me.
Alright,
So, because since there's two Rues, it's easier.
I see.
He's Big Rue and I'm Star. Or Little Rue. Whatever works.
I'd rather call you Star than Little Rue. Unless you wanted Little Rue. But, good job.
Yeah. Thank you. I only know so much since I only just do blood work at the hospital for, telescope, microscope and everything. So, microscope and stuff, yeah.
Yes, but I guess you've absorbed some of the other things they do there.
Yes, I do, yeah. Sometimes. We only have one, healer besides Reginald on our team.
Mm.
Vanderhall.
Yes. Alright, I'm going to assume that
However, thank you for this insight. That gives me a fair bit. If there's
Actually,
anything
I
that
don't
you
know
know
if
that
you've been
I
introduced while you're here. This is Instructor Drea, one of our foremost in runecraft and the storage.
do not believe we have.
Andrea.
Elixir.
Captain Andrea.
A pleasure. But yes, if there is anything that differs from reports that I had forwarded, information or source, I would be keen to hear of them before my departure.
I'll provide what I can before you leave. Just note that I won't provide anything that has traces to us, and in the future, I'll send runners. This information is becoming more and more important to keep
As
locked
it so happens, the person that they were speaking about is one who is directly underneath me when it comes to the initiative.
Perhaps an introduction then.
Yes.
I did have two topics I'd like to cover with you, Val, just when you have time.
Once we finish this introduction, I will come back to the office.
Sure as hell I'm not standing in the hall. The wheels keep turning. Come to think about it, Rune, Avery, Star and Sevi are not in that team, so let me go see if that team's still down there and report in with them. Was it Kane that's in charge of her? Oh god. Oh god.
I had a feeling you would be the one to find it. I know where you tend to look for things in my office. But I'm away. Nothing that I don't already have waiting for you. Valdris, this is Cynthia. They are one of the original members that I approached regarding the Calamity Research Initiative. And one that is able to act in many places that I am not able to, considering wherever I go tends to draw attention.
Avery has been taken back to the dorm.
They are keenly familiar with every aspect of
Good.
my work. And as such, they are likely one that is more readily able to go between cities versus Simon, who is
Come here.
better suited when he is
We finished our meeting. We were just picking our name. Thor.
I see. Team Thor, excellent.
Thunder and lightning. Thunder, lightning, and fire, and power, and hammers.
Alright.
Although technically it was an axe. That's what he told me. Oh, it's an ox. So yeah, it's an ox, but it's close enough.
Probably talk to theater.
Considering I saw like
We'll just call it Monya.
walk over,
Marcus.
busy, and then walk away. So.
Huh?
Just you, please.
Oh, sure.
Excellent. Thunder and storm and Thor and everything. Sounds good.
Hammer, lightning, yeah?
Just wanted to ask you about Avery.
Oh, sure.
Being captain of your squad and whatnot. Valdris, this is one of the things that I was going to mention. What have you seen of Avery's progress working with their corps?
Not a whole lot, to be honest with you. Avery's kind of come and go when it comes to time to observe him. But that's the first time I've really seen them do anything fire-related, and it kind of ended poorly, to say the least.
Right. Okay. Yes. When I asked him why he hadn't started encoding his core, he says he hasn't felt that he is fully attuned with his core yet. Which is concerning, with Vanderhall coming up and the limited time that the candidates have to encode. I told him that if he doesn't feel progress by next week, to come see me. And as encoding can be redone, start with something. Maybe that'll help him with his attunement. So. But.
If he does not have an encoded spell by the time Vanderhall comes, he will not be going on the mission. He is more likely to die if he does not have encoded spells by the time we leave.
I will keep that in mind for the rest of my team. Some of them haven't finished encoding yet either, so I'll let them know.
May not.
Our next gathering as well to the students.
Yes.
Everyone should begin encoding. It is a process that takes at least a week. It's very important you have this information.
If they have not started encoding, they are behind. Going into Vanderhall unequipped is not wise at all. This is not a simulation or some kind of practice drill.
If I can be totally honest with you, I haven't started yet either, being that I'm a little hindered by it being in my head.
For your case, fortunately, you can receive aid.
Yeah, I'm going to Shiloh here soon, actually.
Okay. We also might need to follow up with Milo too. He has his cores inside of him also. Speaking of Milo.
I've actually found a way to help with researchers. We believe that we can engrave the runes on his wings as they're directly connected to his core. And it should have a similar effect. Though we will have to test efficiency.
Interesting. I'm curious to see how this works out.
I'm gonna have to encode a different part of me since reaching into my eyes isn't the most delicate process.
Yes.
For you, it's only because Milo is what they are that we can do that.
I know. I was gonna talk to you about that, but we'll figure that out. I'm gonna get with Shiloh first, talk with them, and then I'll bring you our results and ideas. And then if you think it's good, I'll go through with it.
If it makes you feel any better, I do have a number of scientists who stay in the lower months of the school. I could put you under for a day and put a couple runes on the eye.
Ooh, they could maybe do that. Oh boy. We'll figure it out. Yeah, no, it is. It's another hat or another idea in the hat. We'll figure it out.
Pick the runes you want, and we'll make sure.
Can you remind me? Is Avery on the Hayden team? I don't remember if I heard that correctly or not.
I believe he is. Did he not come out with all the others? Or did he come out on his own?
He did. They did come out with us, but I couldn't remember if they were with the Hayden squad or not.
They're not.
Avery's on my team.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I'd like to look out for Avery when I can. They were a part of Team 3, so I'll keep an eye on for you.
It's much appreciated. Look after your comrades regardless, no matter what team they're on.
Yes.
I try.
Anything else, Drea?
And what I said stands. If he needs any help, I'm available.
We'll let you know.
Alright, that is all I did.
Was that other thing something you can discuss here, or do we need to go back to
Sure. It's not horribly private, but the Warden General would like Shiloh to be a little more involved with medical when it comes to the campus and students and whatnot. Reginald, of course. Okay. I just wanted to fly it past you quickly to see green light, red light. Okay. Then I'll have a conversation with him and
I don't mean to interrupt you.
pass along.
Yes. One. No. Wow.
I did not hear what.
Person that's told me this was in the center when they told me, but they didn't say where they spotted this.
The description of the person holding them. Adam is unconscious. Why does the Sevi have them? It was not. Find them and bring them back to the academy.
I'll check outside.
Right, Captain?
Norther, get your service.
Right, Captain?
I have no idea what you're. Yes, Team Thor. Great. Well, there's Sevi. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Last question. I will make sure that they are in the containment. They should be still.
I'm sorry, honey. Can you tally?
You know what? I haven't. No. I do know, Evan just mentioned that I think his spar with Alexei might be soon.
He was there on the top of the roof about 5 minutes ago.
There?
Yeah,
Well,
not on that bit. Like,
he's coming down right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kane, extravagant clothing.
We need to find
These
this
are
fast.
prosthetics, but
Okay.
Understood.
it's all me. I'm not a forged or anything.
No, I'm just making sure. That's very interesting design, especially the legs.
I'm going to head outside.
I will look outside.
Alright.
Search the insides of the cell.
Just kind of settling into the leading role again. Making sure everyone's okay.
I'm going to go grab my spear and I will go out and help you survey outside.
Thank you.
You're
Do you want to see?
The ones that I wear for more.
Oh, you accessorize your tail. Lovely.
Well, you know what? Friends, pulling out the new spear already. When keeping up appearances, you gotta. Here's hoping that this does not actually involve combat, because yeah, I can't even take it off my back yet.
I don't even know how this would work with cards, honestly.
To be honest with you, I normally try and have like just a
All right. All right. All right.
I was momentarily distracted. Currently haven't heard any reports further.
That's good. Still not excited about another one being inside the shield. Adam was already enough. Yes.
I trust Valdris in this instance.
As do I, but it does not quell my concerns.
I have similar ones.
Able to contact Les. He seems to be a bit tangled up at the moment, but he said he will not
Have there
be
been
too
any
long.
other further reports?
Negative.
Additionally,
It's pretty radio silent right now.
you were out here. Did anyone fitting the description come out here?
Negative. Although I did see the named warden, titled warden, enter the city. I'm sure
they're out here.
This may not be the safest or smartest idea. Well, I mean, oh no, half magic beast in a pod. Oh no, a pod and a half. Andrea skewers pods for practice. Well, Andrea's definitely going to be walking around with her spear now. She didn't want to, but I guess this is just what we're doing now. Alright. It's just a normal person. Good evening.
You the person Scythe guy's fighting?
I'm sorry?
Are you the person the scythe guy is fighting?
No, I'm not.
No? Okay.
Though I do see a scythe guy coming, I believe.
fighting too? Or sparring?
I am not sparring now.
Very little that I need to worry about.
Okay.
Though I am spectating now.
Is that what you want to do?
Let's see. Allow for those who are struggling behind, and then we will get underway.
Spore Soul Valdress.
Evan, what is your particular specialty? Class and element?
I am a support class with lightning element. I am focusing on battle readiness and keeping the front line up.
I see. Now, you've been fighting against a number of wardens with considerable skill and experience than yourself.
Jesus.
Correct?
Third side guy.
You have been seeking to gain experience from them. Can I help you?
There's an individual who arrived with you about a week ago. A bit older, with the cane. Yes?
Older with the cane? I vaguely remember so. Are you talking about the warden,
I believe.
Vivian? No, she doesn't have a cane. White hair? Why?
They had reported something to our wardens, and I'm looking into it.
I am vaguely familiar and aware of the people on that caravan, but I only had 2 people immediately in my party.
The individual that was wearing a cane has teal hair, correct?
Teal hair.
I was
Trying to
thinking
remember. That might be her. I didn't know she carried a cane with her. I thought her arms were her boots. Why?
Sword and rapier.
Is there a problem?
Attempting to confirm a report.
Yes, if you're talking about Vivian, that would be one of the members that was present from Runewald that arrived with me, yes.
Understood. I'll go seek them out.
Many strange wardens.
Great, Runewald.
Anyways, where were we? Yes. You fought a number of these experienced wardens in an effort to understand what makes them strong to implement for yourself, correct?
Yeah, that's been the general idea.
Are you aware of the other ways that one can augment their ability? Well, I'm not going to deny that personal strength is the quickest way for one to improve one's own abilities. You are rarely working alone. And something that you had not experienced in any of those bouts was the experience of what it is like to have the
Smells shit. Do we have any kind of... Okay, Big Roo's here.
Go on, take advantage of it.
Hmm?
Very good. Now can you react in time to more?
Yeah, I was being cheeky because I see Seer's camera over in the spawn box. And I was wondering if she was... I don't know what's going on. Who was that? Oh. For fuck's sake. Get Big Roo.
Well deserved.
Get Big Roo. Please.
He doesn't have his arms on him.
He does not. Never mind. Oh. Well, never mind. I'm sorry.
I need a bit extra. With the extent that they had gone through, they're going to need a little bit of time to recover from this. But that is what I wanted to show you. That you are so much more than just yourself. The others around you can make you more powerful than you would ever imagine. Rely on each other.
Listen, learn.
Evan?
You might want to take yourself up.
Yes. I have a once over on him.
You worried?
Hmm?
Evan. You got a few seconds before I wake you up. 3,
Do not strike Evan.
2. No, it's got the Dentor special.
I hope you enjoy.
Star, can you give him a once over, please? And if he's fit for wear,
I'll give him a once over.
take him to a place to rest.
Get up yet, please. Don't get him hurt.
You
Don't get up,
want to
please.
put
No,
this
no, no,
down?
not yet.
No.
Yeah, put this down. Give me the arms.
You'll be heavy.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Let him lay down for a bit. I think he just needs rest right now.
And everything else.
Open
You
your
should
eyes
tell
for me,
him
just in
me.
case. In case you've been hit in the head.
I believe he was hit about everywhere on his body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checking for.
Just about.
So the answer to being hit in the head is yes.
Yeah.
He does still have injuries. However, they're not too bad. And also, some of them have been.
Remind me, are you encoding anything for healing?
Ikulila Casta. Not support.
Sorry. It's been a long night. Yes. Everything's fine now if you want to go. Stand in the ruins. It was a bit of a bout earlier, but it is concluded. Good night.
Well, each school has different, or each city has a different version, so theirs is going to be just inherently different than ours because the professor makes them so special and different. And oh god, there's spikes in there.
Out of character question,
That's a
have
really
either
good
of you
idea.
seen Arlo's weapons before?
No.
If you have, the flex would be the same as his.
Is that his? Is that shield?
The shield, yes.
Okay, yes, I have.
Then yes, you would know what. If you know what his is from, it's the same.
It's so spiky. Does that help you, like, just the markings, or is the marking specific to like the? Because you have a time core, right? That's the thing. Which is crazy, by the way.
This was my
Oh, no, they're not dead. They're just back. Probably got exhausted from running at like 200% or something. They got sped up. Burned out all of their energy. Captain.
Yes.
Come over here.
Good evening, Captain.
Good evening.
Good work in handling the situation.
What situation?
The situation over there? Giant explosions?
Oh, I was just simply watching.
Oh, you weren't monitoring the situation? You were just observing?
Pretty much. I mean,
Enjoying the free show.
yes.
I suppose we were doing much the same, so I have no complaints.
Yeah.
Candidates are open to duel whom they wish. Who am I to judge their
So it was
choices?
a duel?
It was more of a spar.
Oh.
It seemed to be...
It's a duel.
Sorry.
Given what I saw.
Bar.
It's
It
kind
was-
Behind explosions.
Mhm.
Kind of a beatdown.
There was much talk of training and potential and whatnot
It's a nice way of saying you suck.
while receiving a beatdown,
I've heard
yes.
it enough myself. Yeah.
Yes.
Heard it enough myself. Captain, you never sugarcoated anything with us. Do better.
Do fucking better.
No.
Don't be sorry. Be better.
She's the one who yeah, exactly. She's the one who trained us.
Yes.
Oh my. Well.
I kind of stuck.
You wouldn't get hit as much if you would dodge faster.
my. I'm surprised you get off with such beautiful skin as you do, considering how much you get beat down, apparently.
It was all of the running up and down the stairs that she made me do whenever I get in trouble. I had a bit of a mouth on me back then.
Yes, she did.
Hated Maria, that stupid bitch.
It seems as though some of that mouth has remained too.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. This is the drink I had this morning, thanks to her.
It's true. I did give her a very energizing
She fed me the
drink.
green.
I deeply apologize.
This morning, before class.
Oh yeah. Not alcohol, it was just really energetic. So that's why I'm kind of hyper today.
Ah.
Hi. Did you enjoy the new toy?
I got the Reaper's autograph.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Awesome. Good for you.
Are you gonna put the schematic on there too?
I didn't think about that. I didn't really look at that. I couldn't look at it that. Well, I can't just make a schematic out of my head. I
Yes, you can.
Sort of can. Okay, I sort of can, but like it's not exact.
I appreciate their enthusiasm considering the line of work that they're in.
High five, Scott. Good job.
That's true, yes.
Their lifespans are
I'm gonna go and
they usually extend past their young years, so
Bye,
I
Scott.
think that they should enjoy life as much as they can in the time that they do have.
Hello.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Look at them go! Look at them
Who's
go!
that?
I don't know, but I need to go find out.
Captain, you got a big frown on. Oh, okay.
No, the frown was there.
Oh. You know who that is?
No.
Not her, but the other one.
No. Oh, you mean Alexi?
No. No little itty bitty one.
Little idiot.
That just ran by.
What? No, I did not see a little one run by. The one
Yeah,
where-
there was a little itty bitty. That's who she went chasing.
Oh.
Like a tiny little thing. Looked like a kid.
I'm dealing with enough kids as it is.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
I'm almost an adult. No, I'm not. But I will be after this, I think.
Just be smart and don't die.
We're relatively lucky. The only thing we're missing is light.
Light? What do you mean? Oh, your team?
5 lightning. 4 earth. Water and fire.
Right.
He knows about something, the less taxing it is for him.
Well.
But the poison ones, you know, at least they're more about seeing them ahead of time, right? And, protect the pods.
Yes, if you're paying attention, yes. I've seen...
That's one thing I'm good at.
It's not unheard of to hear of a patrol unexpectedly sneaking up on a nest, so...
Yep, I'm getting decimated by that poison.
But as long as... Nope, you're right.
Look out that way. See?
It is a little one.
Look at all that water.
Nearly the size you were when... Yes.
Hey, I wasn't that small. Come on. It was like this.
That is literally about as tall as they are. Hang on.
Yep.
Can I have a fish?
Oh, fuck off.
Hello, little one.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, there are many fish out there. Many tasty fish, too.
Can I have a fish?
Well, you're going to have to catch it yourself, then. I'm sure they sell fishing rods in town. We can get a stick and some string and fashion your own.
Yeah. I can find a stick.
Mm,
I'm really good at finding sticks.
yes.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty. Just, well, actually, I don't know if they should, go look for sticks. Might not be.
Not at this time of night, no. No, no, young one. Little one.
Yeah, don't, yeah.
There's a whole week left to the festival. You got plenty of time to find a great stick.
Stick!
Oh, you can get your dad to take you fishing.
Yeah!
Okay, come on. I wasn't like that. I didn't even talk the first year.
That one seems quite talkative. Yes.
Maybe there was a time, but I don't remember it.
No, you did not talk much.
Yeah, okay. I'll come with you. Have a good evening.
I've been working on it. Even now, I find it helped a bit with that. Environment finally changing, although, losing the friends I made there. But I wanted, right? This is what I wanted.
You got here.
It's the first step. I am gonna find where they come from. Somehow. And I'm gonna kill every last one of them. I really am, Captain.
Focus on the protecting and making it safe. There's... No one knows where they come from. But they're all out there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even trained yet. I can't go out there, no. But when I'm like you, I want to know where they come from. I want to know why they came here.
Sounds like you're more on the path of a researcher and historian than a warden.
Huh. Please. You know me. I don't think that deep about things.
There are plenty out
What's in front of me?
and there's plenty in front of you to kill. Trust me, when you get out there.
Yeah. For now, I can enjoy my time here. These people.
As you should. Because...
Good. And there's no Maria?
There's no Maria, no. You know, sometimes I got scolded too.
What? You?
Yes. At least it was only with word, of course, but... That old hag... It was indiscriminate.
Ah, unfair.
Oh.
I can't imagine you doing anything to ever get in trouble.
Well. Once a warden, always a warden, and sometimes... You have to stand between the threat and the innocent.
He taught me that.
Yes. And sometimes you have to
What about killing?
calm someone down that's getting very upset about some foul-mouthed stair climber.
Hey. I'm not fucking foul-mouthed. I'm a foul. That was a joke.
That was a joke, yes.
See, I can learn.
Yes. Well, hopefully you're not chicken. What the
No. Oh, I'm a cockatoo. We're like the dumb version of a parrot. Loud and obnoxious. And we get upset about everything. And if you change something on us, we start yelling about it. You know.
And there's only two things in life. Killing Magibeasts and looking for the next cracker.
I could go for a cracker right now. I haven't eaten today. I'm starting to come down from that drink I had.
Please don't make me say it.
Celestia, want a cracker?
There you go.
We have better things there. They usually make muffins and stuff.
True.
And fruit. We actually get fruit here.
Which is rather nice.
Yeah, we never had that stuff.
No.
Back in Vivine. They did feed us pretty well, though. I guess because they were training some of us up, you know.
Well.
I mean, that's why you were there, right?
Time like this, with everything that is outside the walls, charity and looking after others is important.
I appreciate it, Captain. You know, you gave me my chance, and I'm here now. And you came.
Yes, I came here.
I thought I'd see you pick up your staff again.
Just keeping up appearances. I mean, what's someone going to say if they see someone like me in these fine clothes with
Fancy drapes.
with a worn down spear?
I say it's a good looking captain there. Better look out. Don't piss her off. You have to carry pails of water up and down stairs. 5 flights of stairs every time.
Yes.
And you didn't count it until you went up and down. Everyone else counted it if you went up and then down. But you know you?
Well, I
have to
mean,
go up and down, and that's 1.
there's 3 types of people in the world. Those that know how to count and those that don't.
Oh, I see.
That's a
You've got
joke.
special type of counting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was laughing. I was laughing. Alright, Captain. Have a good night.
Well, yes, yes. I'll try. I feel it's early.
Oh. No worries. Oh, look at the little one.
No idea what you just said. Nice spar. You fought well.
Thank you, instructor. I wanted him to be able to learn something more than just the difference in strength between individuals. That will only get you so far.
I'm
So
curious.
I'd rather show him what he could do for others, as a support as well.
I'm curious. His family, friend of the family?
No, I only met him recently. But his eagerness to face off against others that he knows by all accounts he is severely outmatched by. It reminded me a bit of how I was with my own warden partner back in the day before we went our separate directions.
Well, picking out the biggest fight and maybe not winning is
wanting to learn from anybody, no matter the cost.
exactly. There's merit in that as long as you don't kill yourself.
Well, fortunately, I am a man who keeps his promises, and Valdris made me promise not to kill anybody if I did that, so...
Yeah, it gets messy when that happens.
Yes. I dare say it will be an experience he will probably not repeat for a long time, though. Unless he comes across another wielder of that magic or becomes one himself. But hopefully it will inspire him to find ways that he can do that for himself. He's already most of the way there.
Yes.
He just has to figure it out for himself.
And he's definitely paving his own road there, which is good.
Yes.
Oh. Thank you for...
Something I find very admirable.
Thank you for sharing your experiences with him.
Of course. As well as all the others who have been more than eager to pick my brain on a number of subjects. They are...
Alexei. Glad I could find you.
Yes.
On the band of wardens. I got their signatures and stuff. It seems they're legit. I think my warden accidentally misconstrued them. Their names and stuff are all on it. The boss and such. Apparently, they mentioned they were on a caravan with VIPs, and I think my warden took it as they thought you were the VIP, which then...
Reason for alarm.
Well, not alarm, but it is why I wanted to...
It is busy down here. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You're part of the new batch that I've been hearing so much about. Most of the talk of the town and audience.
It's bad. It's
In like a good way or a bad way? Are we doing a good job?
Did you read the first one, or did you read the not parts
Can I
one?
talk to you maybe like 10 minutes before everything shuts down? If you're
You're scaring the shit out of me, I swear to God.
Okay, I'll be there.
Hello.
In 10 minutes.
I need to find... Yeah, pretty much. I need to find Scarlet.
Alright. I like your little bag.
Thank you. It's my new bag. I got the new clothes to come for your festival.
Good evening, Talis.
The festivals are very exciting.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wait a minute, are you, hi, are you, hello, are you the witch of, oh gosh, are you that, the titled warden? Hi.
I see. I suppose you just have to tell me when and where. I'll happily meet with you.
You are very important to our mission,
Oh, that's actually kind of horrifying.
What the? Oh, that mission. I see. Oh, my back is killing me. Okay. Yeah. Ugh. Excuse me. Okay, so Andrea during downtime notes. Shit. Campus is closed. Fuck. Andrea during downtime notes is going to talk with Braggy. Not Braggy. It's going to talk with Reginald. Reginald in regards to Sophie. Shiloh. In regards to Shiloh. Sorry, I just unlocked a memory. There's a young lady named Shiloh, and I think she was my first crush. Anyways, gonna talk with Reginald about Shiloh. Going to talk with Talus about the security around Adam. Is going to check up on Avery a few times during the week in regards to attunement and why are we all running?
We're looking for somebody.
Okay.
Not the candidates in the right in the. I already said it. I used to live outside the Maxim Agreement.
Yep, check with Avery. Who's that? Is it? I think no, it's not. Check with Avery about attunement and engraving, encoding. Ah, Karguk. I'm gonna. Actually, no, I didn't see Linolly.
The festival should be a lot of fun, though. I've heard a number of people talk about the things that they used to do. There's like a dance at the end of the festival. They supposedly, if you dance with someone you like, you'll stay with them forever.
Oh my god. I'll be checking on you throughout the week to see how your progress is going.
Okay.
I'm not going to bore you with the details right now. There's much merrymaking happening with the festival and everything, but we should sit down and have a serious talk.
Alright.
Good. Have fun. Have fun, don't blow up. I just realized how ominous that. Oh wow. I will be working with you this week. Okay. Oh my god.